Good morning, brothers. JK, your brother in this struggle here, founder of Elevated Recovery and head coach at the Porn Reboot System. Today, we're going to be talking about why it's so important to be careful about who you look up to. There's this misconception that just because someone is highly educated or looks good or is intelligent, is talented, is spiritual, is a real moral person, that by default, they must have a good relationship with money, power, or their sexual behavior. But this is often not the case. See, we are taught that intelligence and looking good and education, all wrapped up in this beautiful package of acceptable moral behavior and this little bow of spirituality or being conscious, that all of this will lead to success. However, success is defined by most people as access to money, power, and sex. Think about it. Some people may hide their desire for this under the term, oh, my success means freedom for me, freedom to live my life on my own terms. But when you dig deeper, what you really find is they mean success and freedom. Freedom means the freedom to purchase any experience or material item I desire, to control or influence any situation to my advantage, and to fulfill my deepest sexual desires with anyone I desire. There's that little voice in your head which will always push you towards one or more of these desires. Now, a good relationship with money, a good relationship with power, a good relationship with sex is actually a skill to be developed. The ability to deal with that little voice in your head, that is a skill. But unfortunately, societies and most cultures do not teach this. So it falls on you to develop the right skills and not fall into the trap of believing that being educated or intelligent or attractive or moral or conscious or spiritual is going to do that. We've all seen all the celebrities, the religious individuals, the politicians, the people we looked up to for their great talents, their moral standing, their intelligence, their beauty, and their good character. We've seen them lose it all to power, to money, or to sex. So while we may secretly or openly judge them, the truth is we're no different. We're in many cases even more susceptible to these weaknesses than they are. Now, personally, I was a victim of this. I fell prey to my sexual behavior for many years, but fortunately, I developed a system to control it by my mid 20s. And it didn't take me long to learn that I had poor skills with money and power. And, in my mid to late 20s, I accumulated hundreds of thousands of dollars as a sales manager, eventually a sales director in a company. And I honestly squandered all of it due to lack of skill with money. I managed large teams and organizations, but I confused leadership with power. And I burned many bridges and I learned many, many lessons the hard way. And it was only at the age of 30, 31 that I developed a healthy relationship with money and I began to generate wealth. Obviously, that's still a work in progress. But I must admit, brothers, that I'm still learning how to be a better leader and partner as my companies grow. And I truly suspect that mastery of this skill is going to take many more years. Now, having coached thousands of men who have poor skills with power, money, and sex, all of these poor skills threatened everything they had built over the years. I want to implore you all to not make the same mistakes I did. Now, I'm not skilled enough with money or power to teach anybody about that, but I am the best in the world at guiding men to build the skill of sexual control, particularly when that out of control behavior is related to pornography or masturbation. And today, I just want to remind you that, listen, it doesn't matter how successful you might be in your life, it doesn't matter how much power that you have. If you do not take care of your out of control sexual behavior, it will threaten everything. Do not confuse your ability to have built a business or your intelligence or your willpower and discipline that got you a PhD or a master's degree or a degree in a very competitive skill, a very competitive career. Do not confuse your ability to play the office game and to have climbed up the leadership ranks with the same ability to control your sexual behavior. They are completely different things. And if you're willing to be open minded, if you're willing to start as a beginner, we can teach you from step one. And I don't mean the 12 steps, okay? I'm just using that as an example, how to control this area of your life and how to become a master. And we do not need too much of your time. If you're able to give 20 minutes a day, literally 20 minutes a day every week for 5 to 6 days out of the week, we can teach you how to permanently control and eventually end your out of control sexual behavior. So, whenever you're ready, use any of the links in the description below to schedule a call with one of our team members and find out exactly how we can help you. Now, if you enjoyed this video, before you leave, please take a minute to like the video, leave a comment below. I read them all and I respond. And also hit the subscribe button. I release 4 videos a week every single week, and I'd love to see you come back and keep learning more. Have a wonderful day.